Hey guys, this is Gene Jensen, and I want to talk about the rods that I choose when I go kayak fishing. All right, so to start off with, I'm going to choose the rods that are going to cover everything that I need for that day, or anything I decide I maybe want to do that day. So I'm going to take 4 rods with me, a minimum of 3, but I'm going to take 4 just about every single day. So let's start off with the lightest power rod, my spinning rod. This is what I'm going to use for my finesse techniques, my drop shots, if the fishing gets tough. I've got 15-pound braided line on here, and I usually put a 6, 8, 10-pound test fluorocarbon leader. This is a number 8 tackle blackout rod, 7-foot medium light action spinning rod. I've got an Okuma reel on here. Just a great little rod for my finesse stuff. The second rod is actually my bread and butter rod, the one that I use the most. It covers, the square bills that I like to throw, almost all the crankbaits when I'm kayak fishing, is going to be the medium action bait caster. This is a 6:6 to 1 gear ratio reel. I either put 6:6 or 7:1 to 1 gear ratio on here. This is a Concept C with a blackout rod, usually fluorocarbon, and I use it for just about all kinds of stuff. If I'm going to use it for top water, I'm going to have one that's got some copoly on it. I'm not going to use it with fluorocarbon. I know better than that. But anyway, so that's the second rod, medium action, 7-foot long blackout rod with a moderate speed reel, not a real high speed reel. The next one are my medium heavy rods. I actually carry 2 of them with me. I have a 7.6 and a 7.3. The 7.6 is my Carolina rig rod. I almost always have a Carolina rig tied on, or my Texas rig. But I like the long action, a long rod, because a lot of times it takes a long hook set to get a Carolina rig to penetrate into a fish's mouth. This is again a blackout with a Concept A reel. It's a 7.3 to 1. I like a 7.3 or an 8.1 to 1 for this one. Just an all-around good rod, good for any of those heavier baits that you're going to throw. Okay, and then the next one is my jig rod. 7'3" is what I like to flip and pitch with. It's also, I love to drag a jig. It's just my favorite jig length. 7'3" medium heavy. You don't want to fish those heavy cover jigs, but when you're dragging on points and outside of heavy cover, this is the one to have. I've got braided line on this one, a 8:1 to 1 gear ratio, so I can get it back to me really fast. And then last but not least is my broom handle, 7'11" heavy action frog rod, flipping rod, heavy cover rod. Right now I've got 20-pound fluorocarbon on it. I'll switch it out to braid. What I love about the Concept reels is that if I want to change line, I have another spool that has like braided line on it, and I'll do a video about that later. But I can just drop a new spool in that has the line I want on there, and I don't have to pull expensive fluorocarbon off to put braid on there. And I still get to keep the same reel. So interchangeable spools are incredible when it comes to the Concept reels. All right, so as many of you know, this year I have partnered up with kayakbassfishing.com, and I'm excited about that partnership. Be sure to go check out kayakbassfishing.com. I want to help them to promote kayak fishing and kayak tournament fishing. So that's kind of why we partnered up. So I'm gonna put the link down in the description. Be sure to check them out. Well, like I always say, be sure to introduce somebody to fishing. Introduce them to my channel. Let me help you teach them how to fish. More importantly, get out on the water, go out and catch some fish, and have a great day. We'll see you.